Hello everyone, welcome to my channel here at Live Life in Tarot. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you could make it. This is an open reading of timeless messages for whenever you view this. These messages will resonate, all of them or some of them or maybe one, or perhaps if there's no message that resonates, return and you may find that it does later on. So everyone, let's get into this reading. There's a lot of messages from Spirit here. If we have enough time, I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Rain Coast Oracle. Okay, so let's get into it. A lot of clarification was done as well. So starting off, what we see here for your energy and attitude is you have the Queen of Wands, but it came out sideways with the Nine of Cups upright. Okay, so I feel like there is wavering confidence with what you want wish fulfillment with, or satisfaction with, or contentment around. Okay, there perhaps is something that you want to pursue, or that you either have passion towards, or you might be losing steam about, that you want satisfaction or happiness with. With the Cups energy, this could be to do with matters of the heart, or to do with family or significant connection, or with the Wands energy here, this may be to do with what your soul is resonating with, or what your soul wants. Okay, or this could be concerning a creative project, or just something that you are looking to act upon or have been acting upon, but something around it has you sideways. Okay, where you are lacking confidence. Now for some of you, perhaps you might be starting to gain confidence here about this, but whatever it is, you want satisfaction with it. Now when I clarified, you do have what came out as clarification on this for your energy and attitude, is you do have this Eight of Blades that came out sideways with the Two of Blades and the Three of Coins upright. So what I feel is happening here, as you're in your energy and attitude with this, is that you are kind of trapped in your mind, or you feel limited or restricted, but it's like sideways. So you're either trying to come out of something, or you are falling into something, where either you are starting to feel trapped, limited, confined, or restricted, or you're starting to see a way out, figure out how to liberate yourself, and break free. So it will depend upon where you're at upon viewing this, what side you're on. And so with the Two of Blades or Two of Swords here, this is you needing to make a decision. You may also be in two minds about something, but also with this Two of Swords, what could be happening is you might be experiencing some sort of block or stalemate. And with this Three of Coins, this could be with what it is that you are looking to work on, or as it has to do with work, what you're trying to create or build, see some success with, or to start working on, or this may be involving others, or there could be external factors, but there's a focus on something that you want to build, or you want to work on, or you want to start to work on, or see or figure out how to work on it, or even if it can work. Okay, now in terms of your money and finances, what I'm seeing here is you do have the Fool in reverse with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this here is starting to have fear that things aren't going to work out, starting to have fear about work, perhaps losing work, losing money, um, or having problems with with your creative projects, or issues with others, where you're not on the same page with how to take things in a new direction, or how to take care of things. Perhaps someone may be being irresponsible, or this could be you, but there's starting to be some fear about money and things not working out going forward or in the future, or with how you're trying to take care of things. Because what's clarifying that is you do have this four of blades or four swords in reverse with the star in reverse. So this is restlessness, that you won't have everything that you need. Restlessness about things not healing, or perhaps if you are relying on work or others, restlessness or concerns and issues that perhaps you're not getting the empathy or the support at this time, or perhaps what support or empathy you may have been able to have is now starting to recede, starting to be removed or dwindle. So there's fears here. Now with work, you do have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Two of Pentacles upright, for those of you concerned about work, or perhaps a new job opportunity that you're trying to acquire. And so this is not receiving any news about any changes, okay, or not receiving a decision about work. This is also, for some, not very enthusiastic about the changes that are being made at work or that are happening at work. Now what's clarifying that is you do have this Two of Staffs or the Two of Wands. So in terms of your employer, they are planning or at a crossroads. If this is you, you may be planning or at a crossroads, okay? Trying to decide what path to take for yourself, but also your employer is trying to decide what path to take as well. Also, for some, your employer is implementing plans, but not very confident about the changes that they're making. Or for some, the employers are implementing changes for the sake of trying to have balance, but some of those actions may seem a little impulsive or premature. But you are at a crossroads, and so is your employer, about how this will go or where this will lead to. Okay? Now, in your home, you have three cards that came out. You have the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Four of Wands upright, and the Moon upright. Can you see that? So what I'm seeing here for you in your home is that you are working on things at home, okay? You're trying to build, you are paying attention to details, or there's a need to pay attention to details. You may be very busy at home making plans, okay? There may be a focus on trying to be prudent, or there may be a need to be more prudent at this time in the home. Some of you are working from home, and there's a focus on trying to have stability and harmony and have success and completion. For some of you, you're working on having stability and harmony just in the home, with everyone that's in the home. For some of you, you're focused on your relationship and rekindling or reconnecting, or trying to create peace between yourself and your loved one or loved ones. For some of you, you're focused on your marriage, or you're discussing plans for marriage with this Four of Wands here. But there's a focus on working hard to have harmony, to have success, to have completion, to be stable. With the Moon here, for some of you, you're working hard around the house because you're trying to get a handle on your emotions, because you may have been experiencing intense emotions where your emotions have been fluctuating up or down. For some of you, you're following your intuition about how to maintain your home and keep it stable and keep everyone else stable. For some of you, you're working hard with the focus on home while you are trying to, or you're doing that as a way to keep your emotions in check, or to keep a hold of yourself because of the uneasiness and uncertainty that is surrounding you at this time, because things are unknown. You're not sure what could pop up, so you're working hard to be as stable as possible. Some of you are fixing things around the house to try to get your emotions in check by keeping yourselves busy. And so what's clarifying that is you do have this Three of Staffs or Three of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. If you can see that. And so what I feel that this is saying is that you are seeing what you can implement to see how you can change things, or you're doing what you can to implement new actions, creativity, coming together with others perhaps to see how to work things out and see progress in the home, or what you're working on, and see signs of success and progress, and hoping for change, or trying to create positive change and shifts. For some of you, you're waiting for your shifts to come in and hoping for change. For some of you, while you're waiting for signs of progress to see things moving in a positive shift or direction, you're just keeping yourselves busy. For some of you, you're trying to come together and agree to work things out within your connections that you care about, or this is the time where you have the time and you're taking the time to show your passion, your care, your interest towards working things out, perhaps reigniting things in the connections that you're in, to move it forward, to look forward and try to create positive shifts and changes, looking for opportunities to make things better in the home, with work, with whatever has to do with your foundation, and keeping it stable and keeping it harmonious, and seeing success with all of that, despite the uncertainty, the uneasiness, and the emotions that are fluctuating perhaps in extreme ways within yourself or with those that are around you and close to you. Now, looking at your love life, okay? This is for your love life. You have 3 cards that came out, and then a bunch of fucking clarifiers. Yes, honey. So you have the 7 of Cups. If you can see that. You have the Knight of Swords. And you have the 8 of Cups. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here for your love life, for those of you, whether you are in a connection where you're living together, or married, or you are somehow in some sort of situationship, okay? This is being confused, okay? And that confusion coming in for you suddenly, abruptly, where you are coming to a place of feeling unfulfillment with your connection that you're in. and it's all of a sudden. And so now you are looking at that. Something's happening that you're experiencing some sort of confusion here. For some of you, you're trying to cut out the confusion that is occurring in your love life where there's unfulfillment either on your part or with who you're dealing with or for both. For others of you with the Seven of Cups, this here is weighing up the options or seeing yourself as having other options, and you suddenly you are coming into having other options, okay? And now you are looking to visit that because you're unfulfilled with what has been, because this Eight of Cups is talking about you've invested in a significant connection, maybe connections, but I'm picking up a significant connection that you put a lot into it, and it's like all of a sudden you're not happy. Like all of a sudden with this Knight of Swords energy, you're just not fucking happy. And now you are looking at this state of confusion or this fog that you're in, or the options you suddenly seem to have, for those of you who have options all of a sudden. Now, if you're single, some of you are looking at the options that you have available to you, and you're coming to a place that you're making a decision to narrow it down because there's some connections you've been kicking it with that you aren't happy with. For others of you, you're confused about what to do because you don't want to do anything that's going to cause you any unfulfillment with any actions you may take. So you are feeling like you need to do something, but you also don't want to be rash. So you're trying to be decisive about this and really examine things. For some of you, you're looking to cut out any confusion that is stirred up out of all the options you may be juggling and have before you, where you're caught up and you're trying to address wherever there's unfulfillment with wherever you may be finding yourself caught, so to speak. Or there's some dissatisfaction because perhaps either someone is starting to realize that, or they're aware of others that you're dealing with and they are not happy with that, or someone is tired of waiting for you to make the decision that they're the option for you. For some of you, someone is making the choice, making these kinds of choices about you. And so what's clarifying that is you do have the Seven of Cups again, with the Page of Swords, with the Six of Swords that came out sideways. I'm sorry if you can't see that. I'm sorry about the lighting. And the Hierophant. So for some of you, there is a Taurus that is the focus, and you have with Justice in reverse. There's also for some a Libra that is a focus as well. So what I'm seeing here as clarifiers is there's definitely some confusion or some choices to be made. There's a need to clear the air. Now, someone is starting to think that with the Six of Swords sideways, they're not sure, you're not sure, someone isn't sure about wanting to transition the commitment or commitments that they're in, or relationships that they're in, because someone or you is starting to believe or think that this is no longer the right thing for you, or that this isn't best, this isn't good, or no longer working, or is imbalanced. For some of you, there's confusion because you wanted to commit to someone who you have been committed to, but that next level, like marriage, is on the table, and maybe you put it up there, but now it's off, or starting to be off for you, or starting to be off for someone else. Because there's the thinking around this that, because you see there's a hand up like, whoa, 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 hold up, commitment. You see that? Like, whoa, commitment, what the fuck? Hold up, wait, let me think about this. So someone is either thinking that, commitment, like marriage, or committing, becoming more committed in some way, above what already exists, is not going to work for you, or not going to work for someone else, or someone is starting to think that it's not a good idea, or that it's not going to work, or there's too much imbalance, or imbalance is starting to show in the situation, or something is unfair or not right. For some of you, there's a total, starting to be totally confused about getting married now, because some new options have presented themselves. You have the Seven of Cups here twice. New options have presented themselves. For others, there's confusion because you don't want to narrow the options you're already working with, even though there's a level of commitment that was established here that's now being looked at, because it's not reaching the next level, or someone's backing out or reconsidering this next level. For some of you, you've just decided you want out, or someone wants out. Now let's take a look at the unexpected. In your unexpected, you do have the Knight of Cups upright, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Swords in reverse. So the unexpected that is happening is, for some of you, someone from the past has decided to return and try to offer love, or you have decided that, as it has to do with someone in the past, that you want to rectify things and offer love to that person. Whatever happened with this person, whether this is you or the other person, focused on someone from the past, or you focused on someone from the past, there aren't very good memories here. Okay, there aren't very good memories here. For others of you, there's a decision that's being made to try to be as creative as possible at this time, to try to get your emotions and feelings in a more positive light, because you've been dissatisfied, or there was something that you wanted satisfaction with that you weren't able to achieve. For some of you, as it has to do with an offer or an opportunity, that either you are, for some of you, where there's an opportunity that's being extended to you, you've decided you're not satisfied with that. It's not giving you any peace. For others of you, where you are extending an opportunity or offer, whether it's something creative to a loved one, a family member, this is you extending an offer, an opportunity to try to rectify something where there was a stalemate, and you want to bring it into that stalemate and create peace in the situation. For some of you, you're just trying to see what you can do creatively to get creative juices flowing, because you haven't been happy with the creative projects that you have been working on. For some of you, you now have time to return to a creative project that you weren't able to get satisfaction in finishing, and so now you have the time, and you're making the decision to return to that project and work on it, because you can now. And so you're going to look to see if you can get satisfaction in what you started. Now, with your clarifiers, where are they? Oh, Okay. You have the Five of Wands that's upright with the Two of Coins that's in reverse. So this is, for some of you, looking to make changes because you've either made a decision or you're trying to see how to adapt, or um, for some of you, you're trying to make changes because you want to bring it into the imbalance that you are experiencing around you, or you just want things to feel more grounded and practical. For others of you, there's some sort of struggle with being able to get a change, or there's some strife or issue with um, something that is up in the air or has changed, or something is off, that there's a lack of balance to it. Something's not steady or appropriate. For some of you, you're just combative because you're out of balance, or who you're dealing with is out of balance. For some of you, you're deciding for whoever you are engaging or that's engaging you, where there's some sort of combativeness or struggle here. You're making a decision to cut that person off because you need your peace here, or someone is doing this to you. As it has to do with love, for some of you, someone is extending love to you, but they're making a decision to do that after the fact, after they've hurt you. But this isn't the first time they hurt you, or and what the hurt is around is about the same fucking thing. So it's like you tired of somebody saying sorry, or someone is like this towards you. But there's just some struggle around opportunities and offers where there's some imbalance, or there's changes that's happening that you don't like, or changes that you want to make, or changes that someone else wants to make, or changes going on around you, just unsettling here nonetheless. And so some of you are figuring out how to cope with all of that one way or another, and others of you are finding creative outlets here. For some of you, there is an attempt of a new offer of love that you are struggling with because something about it is off. That either it's because you haven't healed from love from before in the past, or a breakup, or you've just decided that this is now is not the time to entertain that. You're not ready to make that kind of change. For some of you, you're trying to push that kind of change even though someone feels this way, or that you feel this way that's being done to you. And so here is your health, and it seems to be occurring in the headspace regarding health. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Three of Swords in the upright. So many of you, this is concerning your headspace, what you're thinking about. And so there is, for many of you, a lot, you're in your head about lies that have been told, or the lack of truth with something that's causing a setback, disappointment, heartbreak, or feeling stabbed in the back. For others of you, you're in your head about someone from the past. You're thinking about, I feel like you thought you were able to get over this person, or you thought you were over this person, and you have been working on being over this person in your head, and it's not that clear cut for you that you're realizing, or you are struggling with. You're still heartbroken, you're still disappointed, you're still holding on to that person and what happened, whether you caused this breakup, or this breakup was caused by the other person, or if this was even mutual. You've not been able to sever that heartbreak and disappointment and separate yourself from that. There's a lack of a breakthrough. Um, for some of you, you have not gained the epiphany that you're still stuck on someone from the past. For some of you, as it has to do with health, you are getting some sort of news about health, some initial communication that's not good and that's causing you disappointment and suffering and pain because there's some problem health wise, perhaps with a particular organ, or there's just some difficulties, or there's something happening where there's starting to be a breakdown with health. For others of you, you are getting information that unfortunately there's a problem with trying to heal the ailment that you are dealing with. For some, you've not yet come across an option to address the health issue that you're experiencing. For some of you, it's caused a lot of hair loss. For others of you, there's a particular organ. Some have heart issues. Heart issues. For some, this is depression, severe depression. And so what's clarifying that is you do have the Five of Swords or Five of Blades. You have the Devil or Temptation in reverse. And you have the Nine of Cups or the Nine of Gourds upright. So I feel that there's definitely conflict. There's conflict going on around you. There's conflict going on in your own mind. Either way, there's conflict going on within you. And this conflict is because there's difficulties with being able to get relief with this Devil in reverse, to get relief or to find a way to be empowered about your situation or get control of this and get some sort of satisfaction here and contentment with what's going on with you. Whether this is the heartbreak or even with the health issues, for some, you are very much racked in your brain and suffering and disappointed because, there's family that you're connected to or those that you are close to. You are experiencing depression and sadness because of what is happening to someone you love or those that are close to you, and you're conflicted. Either way, there's a cost to you you're experiencing here. We're trying to see relief or see how to get empowered and get some sort of satisfaction or wish fulfillment or contentment here. And so let's take a look at your likely outcome here. Let's keep all these together. These are your clarifying cards, but you had a ton of outcome cards that were happening here. So you have the Three of Wands in reverse. So with the Three of Wands in reverse to the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is you not seeing any progress, not seeing how to take the lead or what to initiate, or this is also not knowing what to implement. But there's like not seeing how to have progress, what action to take here to recenter this, get a new start. Some of you are losing steam about this. You have the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, this is, for some of you, you're in your head with a lot of negative thoughts. For some of you, you're trying to, you're still trying to strategize and figure out where you can get some, a spark of creativity to figure out how to initiate or take action here, or get the ball rolling. For some of you, this is you trying to figure out how to escape in your mind. Some of you some of you are just deciding to, get away, or trying to figure out how to get away. For some of you, you may even be thinking of trying to resort to sneaky behavior. Some of you, you're having trouble with coping with this, because you also do have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And this is being extremely overburdened, carrying the weight of everything on your shoulders and not knowing how to bring it to an end. This is being extremely burdened and not knowing how to release your troubles. Some of you don't know how to escape it, how to get away from it. It just keeps weighing on you more and more, no matter how hard you try. For some of you, you're stuck in your head where I'm hearing you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, is your thinking. Some of you are not giving up. You are trying to turn this thing around, whatever it takes to do it. You do have the Four of Swords. It is in reverse. This is restlessness. And some of you, you're not getting any rest. You haven't been able to sleep. But this is like, for some of you also, just again, not giving up, but just in your head about it. Just keep trying to figure this thing out. Like if there's a will, there's a way, or mind over matter. But for some of you, there's just restlessness where, you're tapped right now. You don't know. You don't know. You have the Three of Cups. And so this is focusing on how to connect with others, or reconnect with those that are dear to you, or with someone in particular that is either from the past or in the connection you're dealing with. There is some three-party situations that are involved here. But this is wanting harmony. For some of you, you want to reconnect. For some of you, you are wanting cooperation and support. Some of you are getting that cooperation and support. You're collaborating. You're hoping to collaborate. You're hoping to get some sort of success here, or get some sort of following, establish some sort of harmony, to help change how you feel and how others are feeling. For some of you, you are relentless, where you're not giving up on trying to get there. Because you do have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And so this here is wanting to not be trapped, limited, restricted, wanting to liberate yourself, break free. For some of you, you're not able to break free from those you want to whoever you want to reconnect with, that you're in your head about, that you're not seeing any progress with, that you don't even know what to initiate. Because for some of you, what you've done, or what was done to you, was so terrible that there is nothing that can rectify this. and make it right, or you don't know how to, or you're not going to be given that chance to. Because with the Lovers in reverse, you may have made some poor decisions. You may have chosen the wrong person out of a three-party situation, that you're now realizing that there's someone that's got away that you rather be with, but you hurt them, or this was done to you and someone's coming to that realization. But this is also not knowing how to heal a connection, a relationship that you're focused on. For some of you, you're struggling with head over heart decisions. You're struggling to get balance. For some of you, there's issues with a contract, agreements being changed or overturned or modified. Some of you are looking to come out of a commitment. Some of you don't want a commitment to dissolve. Some of you want to break free from a commitment because you felt trapped. Some of you don't want to be trapped by a commitment you left. Some of you are determined to break free. Some of you are dealing with someone who's acting like, or this is you, that they are not in a established connection. This is someone who is behaving as a free spirit. Some of you, you just want to be a free spirit and not be in any connection. And it's because there are others that are now being considered, or whether this is you or who you're dealing with. But some of you, you're just tired of being in a connection at all, and you just, or someone's tired of being in a connection with you, or you're just tired because you don't know how to heal a connection that's broken. With this Page of Pentacles, you don't know how to work on it. You don't know what to do, but you're also not gaining what you want here. Or someone hasn't learned their lesson. And with the Chariot, this here is, for some, this is you moving forward. Okay, you're moving forward, whether it's to overcome obstacles or despite the obstacles that you find yourself presented with here. And the reason for that with these clarifiers is you do have the Page of Cups. For some of you, there's some news coming in that you're not happy about. For others of you, this is about you not being able to heal a situation, or you're just not feeling a situation anymore. You're not happy about something, or is not able to heal it, or not able to come up with a creative way to go at this with what you're dealing with or who it concerns. For some of you, there's issues with a child, or there are matters that are connected to children, with the Page of Cups here in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And trying to come to terms about what to do with that, or that you can't do anything with that. For some, there is immature emotions and immature behavior, where there is conduct that's impractical and not working, not creating what you want, or you're trying to see how to change that. With the Four of Coins in reverse, some of you are releasing this and letting it go, okay, or giving up. Others of you, you're trying to figure out how to secure this, how to maintain, how to keep it, how to make it stable, how to get it back, how to regain it, how to get power in this. Some of you are feeling powerless. With Strength here, this is determined. Some of you are determined to do all you can. Some of you are determined that you've done all you can and you don't know what else to do. Or some of you are determined to still force this or not give up. Some of you are being very resilient. Some of you are, working hard to have self-restraint, self-control here, no matter what side of this you're on. But with the Seven of Wands, this is challenges. Some of you are rising to the challenge and defending yourself, defending your pursuits, your desires, fighting for it. And some of you are being resisted, and some of you are doing the resisting. Some of you are blocked from what you're fighting for or what it is that you want to pursue. Some of you are giving it all you got, standing your ground. And for some of you, with this Seven of Wands and this Chariot, this is about you just are going to move the fuck on about something that you don't know or have a way of fixing, even if you wanted to. Some of you are not even going to try because as much as you want it, it's too much has been broken, that it's too many pieces to put together to try to fix. And imagine trying to put that together. It's not going to be perfect. It's not even going to be, decent. It'll be a mess. I hope these messages help. And some of you are going to keep going. Thanks for watching. Bye.